Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're going to explore the 1966 Washington quarter. May seem like just another pocket change coin, but under certain rare conditions, this coin can be worth a fortune, literally millions of dollars in today's collector market. While most 1966 quarters are common and only worth their face value of 25 cents, a few rare varieties and mint errors have made headlines for fetching astonishing prices. One such example is a rare 1966 Washington quarter struck on a silver planchet rather than the intended copper-nickel clad. During the transition period from silver to clad coinage in the mid-1960s, a small number of quarters were mistakenly struck on leftover silver planchets from 1964. These minting errors are incredibly scarce, and if you happen to possess one, you could be sitting on a gold mine. What makes the 1966 silver planchet quarter so valuable is not just its rarity, but also its historical significance. The United States Mint officially stopped producing silver quarters in 1964, and all quarters struck from 1965 onward were intended to be made of copper-nickel. However, a few silver planchets remained in the production lines and were accidentally used in subsequent years. A 1966 quarter struck on a 90% silver planchet is a true anomaly and a prized treasure among numismatists. These coins can be identified by their weight, approximately 6.25 grams compared to the 5.67 grams of a standard clad quarter, and a distinct silver ring when dropped. Authentication by a reputable coin grading service, such as PCGS or NGC, is essential to confirm its composition and condition, and once certified, such a coin could command a 6- or 7-figure sum at auction. Another important factor contributing to the million-dollar value is the coin's condition and grading. A 1966 Washington quarter with an exceptionally high grade, especially if it's a mint state specimen with a perfect or near-perfect strike, can drastically increase its value. Collectors pay a premium for coins that are well-preserved, and when that quality is combined with a rare mint error, the price skyrockets. There are also known examples of 1966 quarters with double-die errors or off-center strikes that have sold for thousands. But when these minting abnormalities appear on a rare silver planchet, their value enters the realm of millions. The coin becomes not just a piece of currency, but a one-of-a-kind artifact of American history. Second, the 1967 Washington quarter may appear to be an ordinary piece of change, but under the right circumstances, it can be worth a life-changing amount, reaching into the millions of dollars for extremely rare specimens. While most 1967 quarters are made from a copper-nickel clad composition and carry no mint mark, what sets a few of them apart are rare minting errors and experimental varieties that were never intended to reach circulation. During the mid-1960s, the U.S. Mint temporarily removed mint marks and made several experimental runs as part of the transition to clad coinage. Some of these coins were struck using leftover silver planchets or trial dies, making them exceptionally rare and valuable to collectors. One of the most valuable and mysterious varieties is the 1967 quarter struck on a 90% silver planchet, something that should have been phased out after 1964. If you're lucky enough to have a 1967 quarter that weighs noticeably more, around 6.25 grams rather than the standard 5.67 grams, you might be holding a silver version, which is sold for tens of thousands at auction, and in mint state with full strike and luster, could command significantly more. However, in numismatic circles, there are rumors of one-off experimental quarters struck in 1967 under test conditions, possibly even on special planchets or with proof-like qualities that have sold privately for figures well into the millions due to their provenance, condition, and unique characteristics. Error coins are another category that can make an ordinary-looking 1967 quarter immensely valuable. Double strikes, off-center strikes, or coins with obverse and reverse dies mismatched from other denominations can fetch astonishing sums, especially if authenticated by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC. The market for such coins has exploded in recent years, with collectors and investors constantly on the lookout for these anomalies. Even a minor error can multiply the coin's value hundreds of times over, but the rarest and most dramatic errors are the ones that command 5- to 7-figure prices. Collectors and dealers alike warn never to spend your 1967 quarters without a careful inspection. What looks like pocket change today could be a historic mint error or a rare variation worth more than a luxury home. If your quarter has unusual coloration, weight, thickness, or an odd strike, it may be worth professional evaluation. A single coin has the power to change your life overnight. It's a hidden treasure that could be sitting unnoticed in your drawer, coin jar, or even your wallet right now. So before you spend it for a cup of coffee, remember that 1967 Washington quarter might just make you a millionaire if you recognize it for what it truly is. Third, the 1968 Washington quarter is one of the most fascinating and potentially life-changing coins in the world of numismatics. And few collectors realize just how valuable this seemingly ordinary coin can be. While millions of Washington quarters were minted in 1968, what sets the truly rare ones apart are the special mint marks, specific minting errors, and the coin's condition. Among the most sought after are the 1968 S-proof quarters, which were struck at the San Francisco Mint. While most proof coins are not usually worth millions, there are extremely rare instances of transitional errors, such as a 1968 S-quarter struck on a silver planchet, which technically should not exist since regular silver coinage had been discontinued for circulation in 1965. If such a coin surfaces in pristine condition, especially certified by a reputable grading service like PeaceGS or NGC, its value can skyrocket into the hundreds of thousands, or even millions, at auction due to its rarity and historical significance. Another rare and valuable variation is the 1968 D Washington quarter with certain striking errors. A few of these coins were mistakenly minted with a double die obverse, DDO, meaning the image and inscriptions on the front of the coin appear doubled. This kind of error greatly increases a coin's value because it's a minting mistake that occurred in very small numbers. Additionally, quarters with full, well-struck details on the high points, such as the hair and eagle feathers, are considered more valuable, especially when found in uncirculated or mint state condition. Coins that have been preserved in excellent condition, showing no signs of wear and maintaining their original luster, are extremely rare and can command high prices in the collector's market. What makes the 1968 Washington quarter especially exciting is the potential for an unassuming pocket find to turn into a life-changing discovery. It's not just about the coin's age, it's about the combination of mint mark, condition, and whether it features an unusual error. Some examples of rare 1968 quarters have fetched tens of thousands at auctions, and experts believe that a flawless specimen with a unique mint error could easily be valued at over $1 million by serious collectors or investors. This is why it's absolutely crucial not to spend these coins casually or overlook them during everyday transactions. If you happen to come across a 1968 Washington quarter, the first thing you should do is examine it carefully for any errors. Check the mint mark, especially if it's an S or D, and consider getting it appraised by a professional coin grading service. Never assume it's just pocket change. These coins can dramatically change your life overnight. Their value continues to increase as collectors and historians search for rarities from transitional periods like the late 1960s. One right coin, in the right condition, with the right error, can turn an ordinary day into an extraordinary one. So, the next time you check your spare change or go through an old coin collection, remember, that simple 1968 quarter could be the key to your fortune.